If there's money to be had, guys, and it's burning a hole in your pocket, the politicians can smell the fumes. Guys, we're going to New York right now, and Kathy Hochul, the governor, is going to explain how she's saving New Yorkers money.
During this process, from day one, I have made affordability for New York families a top priority. I always have, and I always will, fight to put more money in the pockets of everyday New Yorkers. That's why back in June, I stood up on behalf of hardworking families and simply said no. No to a new $15 congestion toll that at that particular time was just too much.
I always worry when they say at a particular time, but at least it's noble, right? She's saying no to this $15 fee.
Too many people were worrying about high costs, groceries, rent, childcare. These are real challenges for our families. And launching a toll that high really would have hurt a working mom or working dad trying to make ends meet.
It's a lot of money.
Especially someone driving in from a transportation desert or far from outside the center of the city. As governor, it is my job to make decisions that take into account the needs of all working New Yorkers. So I made the decision to put the congestion pricing program on pause.
Nice. Good call.
While we devise a different path forward. State law requires that congestion pricing simultaneously raise money for the MTA and drive down traffic congestion. These are important priorities. But I believe that no New Yorker should have to pay a penny more than absolutely necessary to achieve these goals.
So you're going to cut fat from some of the other programs, Kathy? You're going to take some of that money that's already in the system, lining the pockets of your friends, and disperse that into a place where it's necessary, right, to help with what needs to be done, right, instead of taking it out of the average tax-paying citizen, right? That's what it sounds like is going to happen, isn't it? Because that money needs to go into doing the right thing.
And $15
and 15 is
was
too much.
And I'm proud to announce we have found a path.
Huh? Oh, she's going to get rid of it.
Fund the MTA, reduce congestion, and keep millions of dollars in the pockets of our commuters.
That's good news, guys. When you go from $0 to $15, that's a lot of money a year for the average commuter. It's nice to see her doing something here and saying no to that extra fee. She's going to save you money.
Plan, the MTA will implement a congestion pricing plan with a reduced daytime toll of $9 beginning in January.
There's the rub. We're going to save you money. We're only going to take a $9 fee from you every month or every year, every day, or whatever it is. That's preposterous. $9 a day a fee. It was $15, but that was too much. So we're going to save you money. Kathy, that's not how savings works. If you go from zero to anything above that, you're not saving money. If you go from like, hey, Ted, you have $300 in your pocket. You don't have to pay anything to cross over this bridge. To, hey, Ted, I'm going to save you money. I'm only going to charge you $9 of that $300 to cross the bridge. He's not going to have $300 when he gets to the side of the bridge. You haven't saved him any money. You've cost him $9 a trip. That's something like $2,200 a year, I guess, is the math on that. $2,250. I think somebody said the numbers were on it. That's not saving money, Kathy Hochul. Look, I'm from California, Stan. I'm not even in the United States at this point, and our education system is good enough to know that in this third world country that I live in, that you are dumb. How do you do that? How do you, only a politician can math that way.
You heard that correctly.
You heard that correctly.
$15 before, and now it is $9.
No, it was zero. It was $0 before, Kathy. $0. It was nothing. It cost zip, not a nilch, nothing. It cost $0. You're not saving money. You're costing people $9 a trip instead of $15. How do you sleep at night? She sleeps very comfortably because she's very wealthy and she's better than all of you, and you need to just pay your taxes to the Queen, Kathy.
That is a 40% reduction.
It's not. It's not a reduction.
This
It's a
lower
reduction
toll
of an imaginary number.
will save daily commuters nearly $1,500 annually.
That's not how savings works. That's reducing what you decided you were going to charge them from scratch. So you never implemented the $15. It was $0. If you never implemented $15, you haven't saved them. Am I taking crazy pills here? Am I on the drugs? Like all of them? Have I lost my mind, folks? Every time this woman speaks or one of these politicians talks, I feel like I'm getting actively dumber. I just...
And that kind of money makes a big difference for our families.
Yeah, you know, it would make money if they had it instead of you taking it, Kathy. So how about you think of that? How about this, Kathy Hochul? You take a reduction fee and you make the average salary of the average New Yorker and live off of that without the extra benefits and things that you get while doing your job poorly. Because if you were working for a company, you would be demoted or fired because you're too stupid to math.
And there'll be further discounts.
Further discounts. Further discounts. It's not a discount if there was never a fee. I'm just saying. Guys, call me cynical, but this is asinine. This situation. I don't know how these political people, these politicians, they get out there and they talk, and they talk, and they say the stupidest shit, and they get reelected into office, and they stay in office, and people don't understand why their city's falling down around them, why New York is, or their state. I mean, this is the governor of New York. I've looked at houses that looked really good for sale, and I thought about, hey, maybe buying a couple houses, selling what I have here, and getting out of California. And every time I see a house for like $15,000, this is a nice house, needs a little renovation, it's always in New York. I'm just like, no, I can't do it. I could buy 4 or 5 houses and still have money left over after renovations. But I'd have to live in New York and deal with this bullshit. No, thank you. Yes, this is why people are fleeing states like New York and California and going to places like Texas and Florida and Idaho. And the problem is, when people are fleeing those places, it's not people like me who can go to those places and keep it the way it is, because I'm tired of what it's like here. There are people that are from here that were part of the problem here, moving and spreading the problem like cancer to other places. I don't even know what to say. This is, in a generation of influencers, this is the kind of person Johnny Somali identifies with. That's all I can say. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. If you're from New York, you got a dog in the fight. I want to know your thoughts on the subject and Kathy Hochul's overall job as governor of your state, your illustrious state. It's a state of confusion is what it is. I know I'm confused, and I know that the IQ of the room drops for everyone when Kathy Hochul walks in. She's vapid. Anyway, I love you in the face. Smooth Juice Magic out.